So the thing is that TikTok broke the censorship open in a big way because TikTok was not like, this is just my theory. It's not entirely evidence-based, but it's sort of experience and evidence-based that let's say the American deep state, you know, the intelligence agencies and their buddies, they learned in the early days of YouTube that you can't just let people fucking put videos on the internet. That is a problem. We got to figure that out. Google buys YouTube. Cool, lockdown, right? Instagram comes out of Facebook and Meta, and that's already locked down, right? Twitter was already locked down. So like, sick, we've got this whole social media thing fucking locked down. Right on, bro. We've got the whole internet controlled in here. And then TikTok comes from overseas, even though like it wasn't fully Chinese owned. Like when it came over, it was, you know, not already American controlled, right? And so it became this big free speech platform. And that's what initially it blew up on in America was like, oh, you can just say anything. And like everyone's just sharing shit. And not everyone was using that for disclosure type stuff. But once people started to use it for disclosing censored topics, there was a big niche there and people started to realize, and that's back in the days when you could go to TikTok and that's where you really get your news was on TikTok. That is not true anymore. Right. And I got into TikTok at the tail end of that when you could still do that. But
in 2023.
And it was starting to get controlled in. So the Project Texas deal that happened, the first TikTok ban time around, that deal explicitly stated that we will move our database, our data centers to Oracle in Texas, and Oracle will oversee them. Oracle is fucking CIA. And
I love Larry.
Thanks,
Ellison.
Larry.
Great
and
guy.
they will have oversight over the algorithms, right? So that's a pretty obvious, like, okay, now the American deep state has their talons in this company.
But we have to watch it, Ian. That's
We got to control the messages.
Yes.
And they did. And so as that was happening, the censorship started to ramp up. But I was still in like BlackRock conspiracies, which are super fucking harmless. And they were mega in the zeitgeist at the time. Like
harmless.
Everyone wanted to know about the BlackRock. Well, the surface level is kind of harmless.
Okay.
And that once you get into the context and the depth and really understand it, I think it's like complex enough to really understand the true harm of it.